Hi, I'm Chris Jones, and I'm going to walk you through the physical demonstration and our data collection devices. This is the solar irradiance sensor. 4 of these were constructed and sent to each one of the team members. We each live in a different part of the United States. We did this to determine who would have the better location for our design. On the left of this picture is a data collection from one of the days from the solar from my house here in Temescal Valley, California. And on the right is the actual output of the Raspberry Pi. And here we have the evacuated tube demo unit. This is a unit that we use for a lot of our testing. It has 4 removable tubes. You can see on the right hand side the actual design and how the heat exchanger works. Here is the setup. You can see on the left hand side I have just swapped between 4 tubes to 1 tube, and we use this to test our actual scalability. On the right hand side, that image you see is 4 tubes going into a closed loop system. The system was monitored with 2 thermocouples or temperature sensors in addition to a flow sensor. The image in the center is the actual output from the Raspberry Pi. We also did the same testing on a 2-foot by 4-foot piece of asphalt patch. Inside this patch is 50 feet of 1/8 inch copper tubing. Same setup with the thermocouples and the flow sensor, and you can see the output on the Pi on the right hand side. We also built a low side driver. This controlled our pump with the PWM output of the Raspberry Pi. You can see on the driver board on the left hand side, those 2 FETs are there to control the solenoids. Solenoids actually acted as a bypass for a heat exchanger and a heat exchanger. The heat exchanger mimicked the load put on the system by the entire working fluid part. On the right hand side, you can see the actual schematic for the low side driver. And then we put it all together. This was our test. On the right hand side, you can see the styrofoam box. That is our working fluid going through it. In the orange Home Depot bucket is cold water. That actually acted as a heat exchanger and dropped the temperature of the water in the tubing. On the box, you can see the low side driver, the Raspberry Pi, and the 2 solenoids as they came out of the solar collector. And for our video, please take a look at the YouTube channel for Team Thermos. There is a link in our poster. There should be a QR code for you to select to take a look at our demo. Thank you very much.